Hello, my Stampin' friends. Welcome to Jody Breckbill's Stampin' Queen. This is Movie Monday. I've been a little absent. I have had my life take some different turns, and I haven't had a chance to do some movies, but I'm going to sit down today, and I'm going to make a movie for you showing this really pretty Christmas card. I did this at my Christmas card club 2 weeks ago, I think, and maybe even a little bit longer. Time is flying by. But it's a copy from a card that I saw at my uplines meeting, and I thought it was just beautiful. I love the simplicity of it. I love the white on white and the little pop of silver in there. So let's go ahead and make this card. I used the Wonderland stamp set, and this set I really wasn't quite sure because I don't know what you do with those antlers on there, but the rest of the stamps I really love, and these have actually grown on me. I've done a couple cute things with the antlers, and if you check on Pinterest, you'll see lots of funny stamping done with using those antlers on animals or people that you wouldn't expect to have antlers. So check that out. But this is the Wonderland stamp set, and I'm going to use a piece of our Whisper White cardstock. It is cut 5.5 by 2.5, and I'm also going to use our Mossy Meadow ink pad. And to get the different colors, I'm just going to ink up my stamp, make sure I've got it nice and inked, and I'm just going to stamp the trees on here, and they can go off the page. It's okay if they do that. I want them full strength, but I also want them a little bit lighter here and there. So I'm just going to kind of do a couple stamping off techniques. That's using the same color of ink, but just kind of moving it around a little bit and just using second and third generation stamping so that we have our trees that have some light and dark shading effects in there. Okay, so super simple with that. And then I am going to take this little piece of Whisper White cardstock. This one is cut using our Lots of, I think it's called Lots of Labels framelits. It's this set right here, all these different sizes. And so that one is the, I think it's the third one in here, this one right there. So I went ahead and pre-cut that out so that you don't have to watch me always doing big shotting and that kind of thing, because that just kind of takes up time. I'm going to use my Memento ink pad in black, and I'm going to stamp the Silent Night on here. And that really is all I'm doing with ink pads, just two different colors of ink pads, which is nice. But I also am going to use the pine branch stamp, and I want that right across the top of my label there. And I'm going to use our markers for that. So I have our Mossy Meadow and Chocolate Chip, and I'm just going to use the fat brush end and color in the pine branches. So just color those in real quick, and then I'm also going to use the brown to make the pine cone. And then of course we have to do our little bit of huffing. So that just re-moistens where it has started to dry on your stamp. So huffing's a great thing in stamping, but I always tell my customers, don't go home and tell people that's what you were doing at stamp class. So ta-da, that is it for stamping. So now we're just going to do some assembly. This is our ultra thick Whisper White cardstock. I love this cardstock. This makes a nice, sturdy, solid base, especially if you want to have, like we're doing, and just have your card bases nice, simple white. And this cardstock is the bomb, trust me. Ultra thick white cardstock. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to use Fast Fuse for this. Look how goopy that is. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But to get it to attach to the glitter paper, it seems like the Fast Fuse is your better choice. The mono adhesive or the snail adhesive just does not want to attach very well. So you want something a little bit stronger. So we're just going to do a layer of silver there. This is our silver glimmer, and it is cut 5.5 inches by 2 inches. Another strip of the Fast Fuse and attach just so we have a little pop of silver sticking out there. And then I'm going to go to my standard mono adhesive or snail adhesive and attach that to our card base. And so that's going to go right across here. And then if you have any extra sticking off there, I have just a little tiny bit, I'll just go back and snip those off with my paper snips. Now I use the same framelits, the Lots of Label framelits, the next size up, this guy right here, and I went ahead and pre-cut that on our vellum and ran that through the embossing folder that is called Gently Falling, I think, or Softly Falling. It's in the Holiday Mini Catalog, and I'm just going to attach that to my card using 2 little Stampin' dimensionals. And now you will be able to see through them, but we're going to cover it up, and I do want it to have a little bit of dimension off of my card, so it's okay to use those dimensionals. You won't even see them once I'm done with it. Still using my dimensionals, I'm going to put these on right here, and I also pulled in a little bit to tie in with our glimmer paper is our silver thread. I don't know if you can see this real well on here because I always feel like I'm working with a piece of my daughter's hair when I'm playing with this stuff, but it really gives a little bit of pop to your projects. And so my little trick to doing this is I take a nice long piece and I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half again, and I pinch it right in the middle. Now I'm going to put 2 pop dots. I guess some people call them Stampin' dimensionals. I'm still into calling them pop dots. I'm going to put them on the back of the label that I've already stamped and colored on. And now I'm just going to lay my thread right on the pop dot. I'll put this one over here a little bit. And then just using that pop dot still, I'm going to just lay it right onto my card. Okay, so check that out. Nice and simple. We've got a little bit of the silver thread peeking out behind there, little silver glimmer. We've got a little embossing and something very nice and simple for a really cute Christmas card. You could also change your sentiment and make it something like a thank you or a holiday birthday or thinking of your card too. So this stamp set is great. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me for Movie Monday, and hopefully I'll see you next week.